Good morning. Welcome back to Port Dickson. It's Saturday morning here in Port Dickson, and apparently it's also a garbage day. I'm not quite sure when garbage days are scheduled here, but this garbage truck just pulled up beside me. So Saturdays must be garbage day here in my neighborhood. And I'm walking past this amazing building here. I stop and I've taken so many pictures of it. Every time I've walked by, I can't help but take another picture of this incredible building. Look at that. One more bit of video. And I'm walking down this road because I discovered it serves as a little bit of a shortcut to where I'm going to go to. Like if I go downtown, there's sort of a main road right here that curves around in a wide loop. And that's what I've been following because that was the first road I saw on Google Maps. But then I started walking a bit more right in my local neighborhood, and I discovered that this small road links up with that larger road if you go through this apartment complex. So basically I found a shortcut. So I now follow this shortcut to get to where I need to go. Another beautiful house right here. Nicely landscaped. So many nice homes in Port Dickson. And I took a picture here the other day as well because I liked how this cactus sort of framed the house. Like if you stop right here, you get the cactus and the house. Really nice. I get the impression that some of the homes here in Port Dickson are almost like cottages, that these people who live here actually reside in Kuala Lumpur. They have another residence in KL or something like that, and they live and work there, and then they come here on the weekend, almost like a Canadian cottage from the lake country in the north, like in Ontario. But yeah, here's my shortcut. I was very, very happy when I discovered this shortcut. So you can see it's a very nice road, little pathway, very quiet. And then it goes through this apartment complex, and then we end up back on the main road. And I'm heading in this direction because there's another great thing about my neighborhood that I didn't discover it. Another YouTuber was in town for 4 or 5 days, something like that. CK from the Ecology YouTube channel. He came down to Port Dickson for about a week, and he wanted to feature the attractions of Port Dickson and the restaurants. So I hung out with him a little bit, and one of the places that he discovered is a restaurant right here in my neighborhood. I think what CK did for this video, maybe he does it all the time, but for this video he talked about it, that he wanted to visit the places that were popular with the local people. And so instead of going to the big fancy cafes and restaurants that are along the beaches, he tracked down neighborhood restaurants. And so he find these places that all the local people are talking about. He got recommendations from local people. And one of the places that came up was right here in my neighborhood. It's called Coconut Bay. And I think the Chinese name is different. It translates as under the tree. And I went there with CK. I didn't shoot any video that day. CK was going there to have breakfast as part of his video project, and he invited me to come along. So yeah, CK introduced me to this place, and it's like a 10-minute walk away from my home here. So that's pretty amazing. And I've been back several times. I've been back for breakfast, I've been back for lunch, and I thought since I'm going there again this morning for breakfast, I thought I'd bring along my GoPro and film the experience. And one thing they do there that's quite special, I can't remember what it's called, but they make a kind of pulled tea, but they do it in such a way that the tea foams dramatically, and the tea foams so much that it spills over the cup, almost like a volcano erupting, and then forms a shell of foam all the way around the cup. If you go to the Google Maps listing for Coconut Bay, you'll see endless pictures of this tea because it's one of the highlights of going there. You have to order one of these teas and everybody takes pictures of it. And when I was there with CK and he was shooting his video, of course, he ordered one of these, so I got to see what it looks like. I haven't ordered one since, but maybe this morning, since I'm shooting a video of my own, I'll order one of these teas and you can see what it looks like. So yeah, going through my neighborhood. And my shortcut took me through here. There's the hill there with the Buddhist temple up at the top. And if I hadn't taken the shortcut, then I would be down here following this road, kind of in a wide loop. So another of the sights of my local neighborhood right here is a Muslim cemetery. I don't know the name of it, but I notice it every time I walk past, particularly because of this tree. And when I came walking along here with a CK, I pointed out this tree to him, told him that this is my favorite tree in Port Dickson. And he asked me why, like, what's the big deal with the tree? And it was just the way all the limbs are, all the branches. I mean, if you could get up that high, it'd be such an amazing tree to climb in as a kid. Well, it'd be pretty dangerous to climb in to get up that high, but you know what I mean. It looks like a perfect climbing tree. You could build a fort up there. But yeah, it's a huge tree. And yeah, it sits inside this Muslim cemetery. Very interesting place. So it's a Saturday morning here, the weekend, and that means the restaurant is probably pretty busy. I don't know what the weather's going to be like, the weather forecast. It's not looking that great right now, so I don't know how many people made plans to come to Port Dickson for the weekend to hang out on the beaches, but more people than on a weekday. And I decided to come here today mainly because I thought it'd be nice to get some video of the restaurant when it was a little bit busy, more people there. I've been coming here almost every day this week, but on weekdays it's not nearly as busy, so it's very easy to get a table. And maybe Saturday morning it'll be quite a bit busier. So here we are, we're getting close. As I said, in Chinese it's called under the tree, and this is the tree right there. This that dome almost. It's an amazing tree. So there it is, just around the corner. Coconut Bay, or under the tree. There's a lot of cars here, as you can see. They've got some nice parking, very convenient parking area here. So here we are, under the tree. Check out that tree. Oh yeah, lots of seating. So you can see how busy it is here. And that's where a CK and I sat. Maybe I'll sit there again, sit out here, or maybe over here. That's a nice table, isn't it? Number 30. So they've got this seating area, and then over there underneath the roof, there's another one there. It's really nice. So let's pop back. Let's go inside just for a second, and I'll show you what this place looks like on the inside. And they have a full menu, as you can see right here. I'll show you the menu once I'm sitting at a table. And these are, according to CK, their specialties include wonton mee, which I guess is this one here, wonton mee. That's probably what I'm going to have. And here's the famous tea that I mentioned. The dumplings are good. And this must be laksa over here. Laksa is supposed to be quite good. And yeah, making some noodles here. They'd be very, very busy. And then they also have sort of a small economy rice area. Oh, today they have eggplant. Look at that. I've eaten here. I've had my lunch here almost every morning this week, but they never had eggplant. And today I'm actually going to have wonton mee. I'm going to have breakfast, but maybe I can get this to go. So I'm gonna go grab a seat and look at the menu. Thank you. Okay. All right. It's working out quite nice. There's a young woman at the cash register here. She's been here every day this week. Speaks excellent English, very, very friendly. And the very first day that I came here and they realized I couldn't speak the local languages, she came out from behind the cash register. She spoke English, as I said, and she helped me order and deal with everything. And so I was just speaking with her and told her about Planet Doug and gave her a name card. Asked her if it was okay if I shot a little bit of video this morning. I think this place has been featured in a lot of YouTube videos, so I think they're accustomed to people like me with a camera. But here's the menu, big menu. Coconut Bay food and drink. We've got a Facebook page, open 6:30 a.m. to 2:30. Yeah, so they're not open for dinner. It's more of a breakfast, lunch place. And yeah, wonton mee. They have nice photographs of all the food, which is very handy for a foreigner. I love places that have photographs. And everything is numbered, so you can see the photograph A4, and then you can look down here. Curry laksa. That's what CK had. He had the curry laksa when he was here. And the A1 is the wonton mee. They have small, medium, large. 6.5 ringgit for the small, 7 for the medium, 8 for the large. And when I was here with CK, I guess I had the wonton mee. He had the curry laksa, and then he ordered a bowl of dumplings, extra dumplings, and they have meatballs. And he ordered meatballs as well. Yeah, all kinds of things. Yeah, there's the dumplings. 1.9 ringgit. Fried meatballs, 13 ringgit. Fried wonton. You can see some of the other items on the menu. So I'm going to get the wonton mee again because they're known for that. And the one time I had it here, it was different from the wonton mee I get at Big Sista Kopitiam. So I wanted to talk about that on video a little bit. Stir-fried dishes, so they make kway tiao. They make that here, of course. And then here we go, sha bee milk tea. That has to be the special tea, I think. Sha bee milk tea, which is a little bit expensive for a tea. So you're paying a premium for that, 7 ringgit 80 cents for this special tea. And normally I wouldn't get that, I don't think, but there's all the teas on that page. But they're known for that, so I have to order that today. And then they have the half-boiled kampong eggs, things like that, steamed bread. Yep, I'm all set. The wonton mee.
Wonton mee.
Large.
Large.
And dumplings? Extra dumplings, I guess.
How many?
Oh.
How many pieces?
Oh, I see. So it's like 1 ringgit 90.
Yes.
Oh, I see. 3. 3 pieces. And I'll try your special tea, I guess. Why not? Is that called?
Bubble tea.
Is that sha bee?
Sha bee milk tea.
That's what that is. Oh, okay.
Like,
They pour it to make the foam.
yes.
Okay. In like this, is it both hot and ice?
No hot, it has ice.
This one is like ice.
Ice.
Okay, like that with the ice.
One.
Okay, just one. I think that's all.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
And since I'm interested in these things, they do have a numbering system. So this is table 30. So you don't have to worry about how to pay, things like that. Just remember your table number, and then it's all recorded at the cash register. So I didn't realize that the specialty appears, the special one with the foamy volcano effect, that is the ice tea. Maybe with the hot, that they don't get that effect with the hot or something like that. See how that works out. Food has arrived. I always end up doing this. There are things that I like, I guess, and I accidentally double up on it. So if I go to a restaurant that has really good bread dishes, I'll end up getting I get so excited about the bread, I'll end up with like 5 different bread dishes, and now I've got wonton mee, which comes with dumplings, but then I ordered more dumplings on top of it. I just, I do it without even thinking about it. So here is the wonton mee, and it's different from the one at Big Sista, partially because it has a lot more ingredients. I think there's a lot more, it's either pork, probably pork or beef, I don't know, like ground meat all mixed through it, a lot more sauce, more veggies. It's a little bit more of an elaborate wonton mee than at Big Sista. I like the one at Big Sista as well. It's very good, very well done. But this one is just a little bit more elaborate. Other than that, I don't know if the flavor is any different or not. And the tea has arrived. Look at that. What a setting that is. I saw it when CK had this, but I had no idea what the whole presentation was about. I didn't realize that it had to be cold and not hot. I don't know what it tastes like. And there's something different about getting it for yourself. It arrived at our table when I was here with CK, and I kind of went, oh, look at that. Interesting tea. But now that it's being served to me, I'm sort of getting a much more visceral sensation of what it's all about. It it makes me think of Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Richard Dreyfuss, his character had that mental image of the flat volcano, the mountain, but with a flat top that he kept making in mud and clay and shaving foam, I think, and potatoes, mashed potatoes. That's what it looks like to me. So it's my own personal Close Encounters of the Third Kind mountain. Very cool. Going to take a picture of all of this and then give this a try, see what it tastes like. All right, let's give this a try. Oh yeah, there's a lot of ice in there. It is definitely cold tea. I guess other than the presentation, the thing would be the flavor. I like that. I'm used to this kind of tea being very, very sweet, but this isn't. This is there's a little bit of sweetener in there, I think, but not very much. So, yeah. A light tea flavor. And all this foam business, I don't know whether are you supposed to eat the foam? Don't see why not. Let's get Giant spoonful of foam. The foam is actually sweet. It feels like tastes sweeter than the tea, oddly enough. I'm sure it's exactly the same, but so I'm wondering whether the foam is a result of the sweetener. So I don't know how the foam is made. Yeah, I didn't really pay attention when the CK had his, so I don't know whether he ate the foam or not. And the tea is part of the process. It spills over into the dish. So I recommend spooning the foam. And then you get down to the tea in the dish at the bottom. So let's turn that around so you can see the front of it. All right. Let's dive into the wonton mee. As I said, it has a lot of this ground meat on top, which I think makes it different from the other wonton mee that I've had. Beef or pork? To be honest, I can't tell you. I gave up on the chopsticks for the wonton mee. I think you need this power of a fork in order to really stir this up. You got a lot of the soy sauces down on the bottom. So you kind of want to flip it over, get all that good sauce mixed in. And these plastic chopsticks are too slippery for me. So yeah, get in there with a fork, and there you go. Look at that. Taste it. I always recommend getting the large if you are a large person with a good appetite. It's 1 ringgit extra to get the large, and it's a lot more. Dumplings? Good breakfast. Back to the tea. So I'm working my way through my meal here. I haven't had any of the extra dumplings yet. These the ones that come with the wonton mee are small, but when you order them from the menu, they're big, great big ones like this, which I joked about ordering too many dumplings, but I'm hungry this morning, so I need a filling breakfast. Wow, okay, that's different. Small ones were pretty basic, but the big ones, a lot more filling. A lot more flavor, like a very, very strong, like pork flavor. No, those are very good. Wow, those are really nice. I'm surprised. I wasn't expecting that. Recommended. The tea, of course, is recommended, but it's not something you would, if you came here for breakfast regularly, it's not something you would order every day. Something you would get for fun. It's kind of a novelty if you're here with friends. Tea is good, but I'm sure you can get the exact same tea in a regular order for 1/3 the price. You pay the premium for the fun of the volcano. Yeah, and the wonton mee is, the wonton mee is good. The noodles are very good as well. So that's it for now. The end of my breakfast here at Coconut Bay. Highly recommended. Very convenient, as I said, for the parking. I think a lot of local people would appreciate that. You can drive here and then all up and down this street, all up and down the main street. It looks like you can park pretty easily, even when it's quite busy. Got a lot of tables, fast service. You are sitting outside, so there are a fair number of flies here. I've noticed that when I was here with CK and this time. And then when I've had lunch here all throughout this week, I'm constantly sort of waving my arms over the table just to sort of keep the flies at bay. And that's, yeah, that's what happens when you're eating outside in an area like this. All right, so that's it. I'm gonna shut down the camera for now and enjoy the rest of my breakfast. Breakfast is done. There's a Coconut Bay behind me. Every time I say the name Coconut Bay, I expect to look around and see a beach with coconut trees. But they do have the beaches here, but it's a kilometer or two in that direction. But the Chinese name under the tree, very accurate. Beautiful tree there. Yeah, nice place. As I said, it's right in my neighborhood, 10 minutes away from my home, so it's quickly becoming, if not my favorite place in Port Dickson, certainly one of them. I was hoping to get a little bit of video of them making one of the teas, the special volcano tea. I think of it as volcano tea, but the woman at the cash register in English, she called it bubble tea. It's sort of bubble milk tea because it's all bubbly and foamy. But to me, I think of it as a volcano tea. But yeah, really nice place. Enjoyed that quite a bit. And now walking back to my place down my newly discovered shortcut. Nice view of my favorite tree from over here. This is the Muslim cemetery that I pointed out on my way. And there's a tree towering above it. And that's where Coconut Bay is located, just right there on the corner. Getting quite busy now, mid-morning. The total bill for my breakfast came to 21 ringgit 50 cents. It's about $5 US. And that was for that place, that's, I suppose, unusually pricey for one person, but that's because I ordered more food than normal and I ordered the fancy tea. I think the tea itself was almost 8 ringgit. So if you just have a normal tea and you have breakfast, you can probably have a nice meal there for between 10 and 15 ringgit pretty easily. So it's a very economical place to eat as well, considering how good the food is. Very friendly people too. Excellent customer service all around. So yeah, going down the shortcut through the apartment complex. The sun has come out. It's going to be a beautiful day today. I've noticed this little building each time I've walked by, and it's a small shrine, but it isn't really cared for anymore. And there, as you can see, I mentioned that the weather is cleared up. Beautiful blue skies. Very jungly, Port Dickson, surprisingly so. That's a beautiful scene right there. I don't know if you can see it on the GoPro screen, but the bird just flying off that long limb sticking up above the greenery there, it came back. Beautiful. I think this building should look very nice against the blue sky right now. Look at that. Gorgeous. The white against the blue and the green all combined. And I did notice they had a sign here like beware of the dog. I never did see a dog, but there's a dog. They were not kidding around. Hey there. Wow. Seen a lot of guard dogs here in Port Dickson, but that is a special one, befitting a building like that. Beautiful animal. Yeah, another angle here of this building with the blue sky. And my home is just around the corner over here. And with that, I think it's the end of the video, the end of my breakfast at Coconut Bay. And shout out to the Crunch Club. If you made it all the way to the end of this video and you're still watching, makes you a member of the Crunch Club. Welcome. So yeah, shutting down for now. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. And as always, this video was 100% human made. No AI was involved in the production. See you next time.